Welcome back to my channel, guys. We are making hairband. So what we'll be needing in this hairband is our yarn, needle, stitch marker, crochet hook, scissors, staple, and wool. The hook we are making use of is 3-meter hook. That's what is recommended for the particular wool we are making use of. Then you make your slips knot. After that, you make the exact chain you want to use for the hairband. Some people prefer counting their chain, but me, I use staple to measure the exact inches. After that, chain one, skip the first stitch and go into the next stitch. Insert your hook, put through a loop and put through these two loops. That is what we call single crochet. That's all you do be doing. Into the next stitch, put a single crochet into each stitch, then we meet at the end. Once you got to the end, chain one, turn your work and skip the first stitch, go into the next stitch and put a single crochet into the next stitch. Then repeat the first row, single crochet into the next stitch, then we'll meet at the end. When you get to the end, chain one, turn your work again, skip the first stitch and go into the next stitch with a single crochet. A single crochet into each stitch. That's all we'll do on this row, and we'll meet at the end again. To put your stitch marker, you can also use another color of any wool in case you don't have the stitch marker. After the first chain, after the single crochet you make before you turn your work, that is where you insert your stitch marker. When you get to the end, that place that you insert your stitch marker, you can decide to remove it so that you can see the space. Then put your single crochet. After that, chain one and turn your work. If you skip the first stitch and go to the next stitch with a single crochet. For those of us that doesn't know how to put a stitch marker on our work, do you know where you chain one? That chain one that you did before turning your work, that is where you insert your stitch marker. Then you continue your work. Each stitch, put a single crochet on each stitch, then we meet at the end of the row. Now we are going in with our design. We'll be making our mesh. So after your last stitch, you chain 5 instead of chaining 1, because you are going in with our design. Then you skip the first stitch, yarn over, skip 2 stitch and go into the third stitch. That is 4 stitch like that. Then pull through the first 2 loop and then pull through this 2 loop. Then chain 2, yarn over, skip the first 2 stitch and go into the third stitch. Insert your hook, put through a loop and put through the first 2 loop. Then yarn over and put through the first 2 loop again. That's all we repeat on this row and we'll meet at the end. You can see at the end we still have a stitch left. Then you go in with your double crochet. After that, chain 2, turn your work and into the next stitch is our double crochet again. Put your double crochet there. Then you chain 2, yarn over, skip the first 2 stitch, go into the third stitch, which is the mesh stitch. Insert your hook, put through a loop and then pull through the first 2 loop, then put through the second 2 loop. Chain 2 again, yarn over into the mesh stitch, go into with double crochet. That's all we repeat on this row and we'll meet at the end. Go into the last stitch with your double crochet, chain 1 and then turn your work. Now skip the first stitch and go into the next stitch with your single crochet. Into the mesh stitch, you are going to go in with single crochet on each of the stitch. You go in with 2 single crochet on the chain 2 you make and then on the next stitch you go in with one single crochet. That's all you repeat on this row. I'll meet at the end. After this row, you repeat the first row on the next, I think, 3 rows to get the same length with the first row of the single crochet. Then now this is where we will make our band together. You can decide to use the yarn needle, but me, I'm going to use our crochet hook. I'm making use of slip notch to join everything together. If you know how to do it, you can end the video there. Thank you for watching. For those of us that doesn't know how to do the slip notch to join our crochet project together, this is how to use it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and share. May God bless you as you do so. Thank you for watching to the end. Please don't mind my tools, my English, and the way I teach you. But I promise next time it will be more better and clearer than this. So in each stitch, that is where you go in with your slip notch in each stitch till you get to the end. And this is where we decided to whip. After that, you chain one, then cut the wool, then you can whip the remaining wool.